Kanye West was right whenever he said that when grown men look at porn, they are watching someone's daughter relive trauma for money. And as we all know, the use of pornography destroyed Kanye's family, and it has destroyed millions of families across the world in this decade. So that got me thinking. Well, it got me to realize I cannot be a good father, a good husband, watching porn. How can you be a good father when you are spending your nights jerking off to other men's exploited daughters? And so whenever I have an urge to relapse on NoFap, I think about the future wife and future daughter I know that I will have. I imagine what they would think if they saw what I was watching. I imagine my daughter asking if I have the same fantasies about her or her friends. I imagine her crying because she cannot understand. What would you say to your beautiful daughter who has loved you her entire life and saw you as her protector, her provider, her hero, but now she's not so sure anymore? I also imagine my wife asking me if I find the adult actresses on the website to be more beautiful than her. I imagine her crying because she believes that I don't love her anymore, and reasonably so. I don't think you can watch porn out of love for your wife. But as we all know, bro, that's going to lead down a dark road that we don't want to go down. A life where you break up the family, you enter a deep depression, you feel like you failed as a man, which you have. Let's say you're a single man watching this, right? Just as I am. Maybe you're 20 years old, just as I am. Maybe slightly younger, slightly older. Are you seriously gonna sit here and tell me that you're gonna take the risk of waiting until you find a girlfriend to decide to finally quit porn forever? Or are you going to do the right thing and quit porn right now in the name of the Lord and His highest values? Values that we all share, such as integrity, discipline, dignity, self-respect, responsibility, and love. Because let's face the reality, man. You are going to find the love of your life one day. Whether you believe it or not, it's just destined to happen. I'm letting you know right now, there is no possible way you would stumble upon this video and somehow live a life where you don't find your soulmate. That just doesn't add up. So let's just consider the certainty that you are going to find the love of your life one day. You cannot wait until you find her to then go, oh, all right, I guess I'll quit pornography now, guys. All right, it should be as easy as pie, right? Easy as 1, 2, 3. Pornography is way too sneaky. So I say all that to say this, man. You must cut all ties now. Now. Not tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. The sooner that this problem gets addressed, the more likely you are to break free from its pull. Okay? Pornography has an addictive nature. It's deliberately designed to keep you in its trap. If you delay this thinking that it will resolve itself when you find a relationship, you're fooling yourself. Because what you will most likely find is that the pornography habit or addiction has become so deeply ingrained in your psychology that it will be much more harder to quit later on. The realest and most respectable preparation for love is you developing strong character now. This is about you becoming your best version of yourself before you enter a relationship, so that you're bringing your fullest and most authentic, loving version of yourself to the table. I know what's capable in you, just your potential. I don't even know who you are. Unless you were to comment down below and be like, hey, I'm this person, Tiller. You remember me? I'll tell you this, man. You are doing far, far better than most people who don't even care to quit pornography. Most people who don't even have the intention to find God. So don't worry too much about it. But the reason why I did that, visualization technique of the worst case scenarios with you is because it evokes a sense of urgency, of course, because they are very real possibilities. It is a form of emotional leverage, reminding you that your actions don't only affect yourself, but also the ones you love. And you start to deeply consider the ramifications of just one single relapse that could turn into 2, and then 3, and then a whole nother year wasted. I know, because I wasted 5 years with pornography addiction and trying to overcome it. Understanding the butterfly effect, the domino effect, the snowball effect, the ripple effect of it all. This seemingly small decision of a pornographic scene being imagined, and the feelings are rising, and you giving life to an urge, and then relapsing, and all of this, it just seems, it's just one relapse. But, you shouldn't freak out if you relapse. But I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying, you should consider the ramifications. Really, just take a look at the big picture here. Stop being so close-minded. Open up your mind to consider the ramifications within the grand scheme of your life. This form of visualization, where you imagine your future wife and daughter and the emotions they feel, the horror and the feeling of betrayal, right? That evokes a feeling of fear within you. And we all know how fear is one of the greatest motivators, right? Fear is what drives us towards greatness, because we don't want to manifest that dark reality. But I also encourage, because I love to cook my egg sunny side up. I love to look at the bright side of things, flip a negative into a positive, right? I'm just that optimistic person. I also encourage you to visualize for yourself the best case scenarios. That Giga Chad version of you who is so authentic and loving and strong and wise and creative. All these values, he's free, and he gets to share that healing energy with his wife and his daughter and thrive in a family. Bro, let your imagination run wild with that, bro. This is also a very real possibility. It's just that alternate reality that you create within your imagination is just as real and close as the dark reality that we so fear. So, with that being said, love is the greatest motivator alongside fear, because love is our entire existence. God is love, and God is truth. So you have to choose love and truth, because you have a lot to lose. Every time you resist an urge, you are not just avoiding a relapse, you are reinforcing your self-discipline and commitment to spiritual growth. This journey of healing and transcendence